Hi everyone, this is Elaine. I'm coming to you with a do-it-yourself nail art and jewelry tutorial using polymer clay. Now if you've watched any of my other videos, you guys know how much I love to sculpt and how much I really enjoy using polymer clay. I've got several videos on it, I think, and just recently, about 2 weeks ago, I was organizing things in my drawer, and I was just looking at my nail art, the 3D stuff that I love so much. And I had an idea. It's a good idea, so it must be from God. And I had an idea that, what if I could make my own nail art using polymer clay? What if I could duplicate some of these beautiful pieces? It would save me money. That would be awesome. So, I decided to give it a whirl. I took pieces out of here that I really love, that I like to duplicate. Several different bows, roses, this little pearl guy here, quite a few things here. And then I just looked around the house for any shape that I really want. And I actually sculpted some original pieces, baked them, and then used those in a mold. So, here is this amazing, it's funny that's the name, it's amazing mold putty. I found mine at Hobby Lobby, but they also carry this at other places, Michael's for example, so it's very inexpensive and it's just a wonderful and simple to use little product. All you do is, there's lots of videos I think here on YouTube that do a tutorial for you about how to use this, so I'm not going to go into that. I'll just say that you use equal parts of this and this. You combine them. You gotta work quick. You combine them really well, and then you take whatever it is that you really like. Like I took one of the roses out of here, and you press it gently down, the top side down, and you keep it there in the mold, and you wait for 20 minutes, and bam, it's done. And then you can create your own roses, whatever it is, whatever object you like. So this is what I did recently. I am trying to perfect a mold for something I freehand sculpted. This, of course, would be for jewelry, not for your nails. So I free sculpted these lippies, which I love. That's a place for a rhinestone. I love them. I really do. But it's not really coming across in the mold. So what I'll do is I'll just try it several different times, putting more pressure on this, more pressure on that, and to get it to where I'm not completely happy with it. Isn't that amazing? Look at that. I can make as many of these as I want now. Very inexpensive. So, I started off doing little nail art for me. And duplicating those, like I said, the roses and such. Here are some of what I've done. I've recently been really experimenting with a matte look on my little nail art pieces. These are all my shiny ones. I've shellacked them. These are ones that have simply come out of the oven. They're cooled. I leave them alone. Because I think that, let me scoot these up a little bit for you guys. I think that the matte has this, has a really beautiful velvety look to it. It's such a soft velvety look. So I decided I was going to crank these out, do as much of these as the shapes and size and whatnot that I wanted. And voila! I can do my own bows, several different kinds. I'm addicted to lippies with a rhinestone. Roses. This is just a little piece of, it's a jewelry finding that I got out of my jewelry drawer, making jewelry. And I just used it for nail art. Okay. And then I did them in the shiny version as well. I'm showing you different ones here that are over there. I just shellacked them with that floor, that pledge floor finish thing that I've talked about before. I just shellacked them. It's wonderful. These, you know me. It's got to be blingy, or I don't want it. Even if it's matte and velvety, we have to have bling, because otherwise I'm not going to put it on my nails. Blah blah. A lot of us nail art girls out there are very blingy as well. So yay. Anyways, I was using the crystals, the AB crystals that I got from Diva Dc, which they are awesome. They give you a gazillion. I don't know if the price gone up, but I believe I got like 1,440 for like $8, $8.50. Not sure. You know, I'll put a link down below. But I've been using these, and it's so amazing. So let's say that this is raw clay. I take a little bit of my, and this will be your new best friend. Dun ta da! Translucent liquid Sculpting. This is the liquid clays. This is the one I like to use. I love it. So if you want to add anything to clay, you're probably going to want to do it before you bake it, okay? And to do that, you need the glue. Liquid clay acts as an adhesive, whether it's to dried baked clay or raw clay. It doesn't really matter. It works the same way for each of it. It's wonderful. And so every time I want to put a little blingy rhinestone, whether it's these or these wonderful jelly rhinestones in so many colors, I will just put a little dab of the translucent liquid clay, boop, right where I want to put the microphone. The microphone? Yeah, great, my brain's working. Where I want to put the rhinestone, I just put a little dribble on it like that. I use that white pencil-y thing, you know, that we all use to pick up rhinestones. It's the weirdest thing. I can't find mine. I just had it too. This happens to me all the time though. Anyways, it just means that you've got a little white sticky pencil, and after I've put a little dab of the liquid clay on it, I'll pick up a rhinestone, any rhinestone I want, and place it on there, and then it can go baking. It won't do anything to the ones I've got from Diva Dc. They retain all their color, all their gorgeous facets on here, and they don't do, the oven doesn't do anything to the little jelly ones either. Beautiful. But let's say you want to make bigger pieces, right? For like earrings and things. This is my own sculpture. Of course, I have to have Putty paws somewhere, right? Okay, so I sculpted that. I made a mold out of it because I want to use it as earrings. And there, yay! Look at that. Again, I baked it with the head pin in, using this, the translucent, okay, the liquid Sculpting. Anytime, like I said, rhinestones, metal, anything, you've got to dip the tip, you can see it, in this, put a little on the end of it, and then you can push it through, obviously, from the bottom to the top, okay? Well, I noticed that these bigger rhinestones, and I got these recently at Hobby Lobby. I really love them. Many different sizes of the clear, many different shapes in here. Okay, so but here's the deal with these ones that I bought from Hobby Lobby. You can't have raw clay and you can't have raw clay and then put your little liquid down there to act as a glue and then bake it. For whatever reason, and I'm no expert, these particular rhinestones I'm talking about, they can't handle the oven. They just can't handle it. I've tried it different times. It doesn't make a difference. So, in cases like this, if this is a raw piece, I would, before it was baked, I would take this, put it on my raw piece like that, and press. So I have an indentation, and so that when it comes out of the oven, it's already got an indentation where the shape is. And so in this case, with these types of the bigger ones, it calls for some kind of super glue. No. So, okay. Sorry, my brain has been not working as well today. I don't know why. Okay. But, okay, so that's just a helpful hint. These don't bake. Don't put them in the oven. So, like I said, after I had done little nail arts things, and I made my own jewelry doing the same kind of process, right? But then I thought, what if I want to freeform my own? Like this. This is me. I sculpted this. Not complicated, right? And then I freeformed this. I love crosses so much, you know, because of my relationship with the Lord. And I'm constantly looking for new ways to make a cross. And this is so not hard. I do have a pasta rolling machine so that I have an even thickness along the things that I do. But you don't have to have a pasta rolling machine. Polymer Clay, particularly Sculpting 3, very soft, very yielding. And I mean, like, there are times when I won't use the pasta machine. I'll use this rolling tube that I also got from Hobby Lobby. And that's not expensive either. So I decided that I was going to experiment and make some different crosses. Now you'll notice, let me get this out. Sorry guys, I should already have it out. I didn't think I was going to be talking about it, but here we go. See this little guy that I made for my nail? I'll bring you in close. Oh, too close. Oh, it's just being a booby. There. See that little guy right there? I'd made a mold of it, right? So, first I cut out what I wanted for the body of the cross, and then I took the exact matching clay in a little ball, and I pushed it into the mold, and I reproduced it 4 times. And then I also took a ball of clay, I put it right in the center there, and then I will show you, these are just invaluable tools. They're so amazing. Just regular, you know, dotting tools that you use for your nail art and with acrylic and stuff like that. Well, they're awesome for clay as well. And after I had the little ball of clay on there, I very gently pressed down and I swiveled like this. Same thing for all of them. You say, well, why would you do that? Because that's where I'm going to put my bling. Yeah, put some bling. Of course, you do that when it's raw. So, but this is an original that I've made a mold out of. I love it. This is also me. Oh, little Putty pods. So velvety. This is that favorite Sculpting 3 clay of mine that I've talked about, guys. This is the hot pink. Sculpting 3 hot pink. What a gorgeous watermelon-y color. Beautiful. Okay, so let me scooch these over. So, I recently made this mold. Yay! Because I'm focusing on jewelry right now, right? It's a very nice mold. I just put some of the clay in it, which I will show you. Oh, you guys have got to try the hot pink Sculpting 3. So beautiful, so beautiful. And yeah, I've done a rant or 2 or 3 on Sculpting 3, and yeah, it breaks. It breaks. You have to be careful with it after you've made an earring, or well, after you've made an earring, you have to be careful, like not to get it wet. It's not very durable. You have to treat it with a lot of tenderness. But so I made this mold. Let's see if I can get it out well without squishing it. Oh, glory be. My goodness. So I'm pressing it in there, as you can see, very well. I like to pull it away from the edges so it maintains the design I'm trying to give it. And then I try to get it out as gently as possible. Yeah, sometimes it's better to just let it drop. And just pretend that little black speck isn't there. Look at that! Da-ding! And now this can become this. I stretched it out a little bit. And then I'm baking it, of course, with that head pin in. And I'm going to put it at the bottom of a chain for an earring. Now, you can, remember I showed you, I think I did, these big lippies that I made? I hope I did. I keep having to redo this video, so I don't know what I've already told you. But while it's unbaked like this, I will coat the piece with this, with the liquid clay. I'll just coat all over where I want to stick my rhinestones. Just coat it all over, nice smooth, leveled area. And then while it's coated, I go ahead and I place all the jelly rhinestones over it. So this is an example, of course. I didn't do the back. This is too heavy for earrings, so it's for a pendant or a keychain. I did this one. Started with the black Sculpting 3. Put the jelly rhinestones all over it because I had the liquid clay evenly all over it. Yep. Of course, I baked it with the headband in. Ding, ding. So, and this is, it looks heavy, but it's not. Polymer clay is so light when it's baked. It's awesome. Oh, also, guys, helpful hint is that don't forget that all of your designs, they shrink when they bake. It's not a lot of shrinking, but they all seem to get a little smaller. Okay, not a big deal, but just a little heads up on that. And so there, now I can have earrings just like this. Another method to this, instead of cooking it with this in it, is you can just create, we don't want that one, it is too big. Let's see. Yeah, this is better. Pardon me. So you don't have to bake it with that head pendant. Maybe you just want to attach a loop, a jump ring through here. So, I'm swiveling. Oops, this is going all over. Okay. You can put a little thing there at the top, or even, you know, more towards the top, if you want to. Then you would just bake it like this, and when it comes out and it's cooled down, you can put your little jump thing through, your jump ring through. Glory be. Just bear with me, everybody. Sorry. Okay. I just created this one. I love it. Isn't that pretty? And I'll tell you why I started creating more of this type for an earring is I happen to love Harry Winston jewelry. Harry Winston is one of the world's top jewelers with absolute fantastic taste and creativity. So I just went to like Google, you know, images, and I was looking up Harry Winston earrings, and I got this design from there as well. I just freeformed it myself. It doesn't take too much. And then I thought, well, I don't want to attach a hoop to this, and I don't want to put a headband through. I'd like to wear this like a post. Could that be possible? Guess what? I got another idea. I hope I have it out here. No, of course not. All right. Here we go. And then I thought of this. Okay. You know, from all my jewelry making, I have one of these. Just a simple earring top. I forget what you call it. And I will trim off using my wire cutters. I will trim off the bottom here because it comes with a little loop, which is handy for earrings, but I don't want that. Simply cut off that little teeny weeny hoop and you're ready. So, oops, you dab just this much on the top like this, right? You go to your design. Let's just use this one, okay? And you place it on the back, just like this, and you gently press until it's all inside, just like that. And then you make sure that it's even, like this. And because you've used the liquid Sculpting, that is going to stay embedded in there, and it's ready to bake. You can probably bake it on its side. You've just created your own instant earring. Isn't that an awesome idea? That's so God, I gotta tell you. I'm not that clever. Okay, so again on the Harry Winston thing, creating earrings, I saw this design on Google Images. Oh, I love it, I love it, I love it. Now I'm going to cast this, or I'm going to cook it, bake it in my clay oven. And then when it's all cooled down and everything, I'm going to make a mold out of this. A really pretty mold. And therefore, then I can make this earring over and over and over. And you guys knowing me as well as you do, I'm sure you know that this is where I'm going to be putting a rhinestone. See? Swivel, but gently back and forth like that. And I'll be embedding in the back of this one like you just saw me do. And there'll be stones here and here and here and here. And, you know, I'd like to get a big teardrop stone here. So it is sky's the limit when you combine imagination with polymer clay. There is so much stuff that you can do with it. And I'm actually really grateful. Especially in this economy when you just can't go out and, you know, buy any beautiful piece that you see out there. You really can't. I think that I've, oh well, I can show you this one. This is that cross with a little bling. Remember the holes I made? Yeah, this has got a very light slacking on it. I don't like it to be, the pieces to be too shiny. I think it makes them look cheap. So I also have, I took some polymer clay and I put the liquid clay all over it, all over the little round piece of black clay that I had, and then I rolled it in glitter and then I baked it. These are ready to wear. They're completely done. Isn't that great? Then I have some pieces that I just cut out using, I probably put it away. Oh yeah, here. You know, these little molds, these little sort of cookie cutters you can get from Hobby Lobby, Michael's. Sometimes I will just roll some of that Sculpting 3 through my pasta machine, and I can make absolute perfect copies of whatever shape I have. It's very useful if you want to do a bunch of hearts or whatever, right? So that's what I did with these. These have not been decorated. They're just right out of the oven. And, you know, something you can do, you can put that liquid clay all over these pieces. You can roll them in glitter or put your rhinestones on them and, you know, voila. So easy. And also, you know what? I should have had this out already. Oh, that's me. I'm going to see if I can show you some of the things I've made for earrings. Just unusual, I think. Little hearts. And there's more in my other container. I'll try to find it. Of course I can't find it. Okay, here we go. So these are my little Putty paws. They're all finished to wear them as earrings. I love them. Made some disco balls. That, what you see in the background there, that's the black Sculpting 3. And this is covered in the crystals from Diva Dc. Isn't that pretty? What else do I have? Oh, and I made these cute little doggies. They're cute. I decided to go a little bit bigger with those balls that I showed you a minute ago. Very simple design, but it sure catches the light, and it is holographic. So, and then I have this little doggy one, which I love. You can't see it very well, but it's the shape of Putty, of course. Just the smaller design of the Putty paws. I like this one a lot. And this is a flower that I really love. A little mold that I made for it. Here's the shape. You can see that. And again, so light. Light as a feather. And I think I'll show you lastly. Look at that. I love this color green. It's apple green. Oh no, Granny's apple. Sorry guys. Okay, so that's my little tutorial on what you can do with polymer clay. That really is sky's the limit. If you can think of it, you can probably recreate it in clay. So I hope that gives other people ideas, and if you guys have comments or suggestions about all the things that I've showed you, you know, please feel free to leave me a message or a comment below. And I'm just really glad that you guys stopped on by.